This is Mysterious JG. I am back for a third, yes, I know it's hard to believe, a third video worth of creating, you guys. I realize now, 2020 hindsight, that I really needed to just do this off camera and maybe do a video where I went through and showed you what I've already created. But now, 2 videos are already recorded. So I'm just going to put in the descriptions of each video which officers I created, and that way you can only watch the one where your officer was created if you so choose. So I'm expecting these to get fewer hits than the other videos in the LP, and I'm pretty much dealing with that. It's fine. But yeah, it was going to take me this long to create them anyway. Why not make you guys sit through the process too? And it now looks like we're going to have 12 videos worth of intro and prologue before we start the LP proper. I'm sorry, folks. I don't know what to tell you. I'll try to make up for it in the videos. It's in the actual LP. I'll try to make up for it with my wacky kooky commentary. Anyway, let's not turn this into 4 videos. Let's keep moving. We have next up on our list of people who want to serve the Han or possibly destroy it is Mr. Galagoth. I have a feeling that I should know that name from some fantasy adventure game story of some kind, but it's not ringing any bells right now. Galagoth is a dude. He doesn't care about his face. Oh my god. Galagoth, you don't care about your face? Seriously, most people seem to care about that more than anything else. Well, in that case, have I got a face for you? Boom. That's what you're going to be, Mr. Galagoth. And your model? Did you choose a model? No, you didn't choose a model, but I can pretty much assume... Oh, no, you did! You chose a model! Oh, I was going to make you a chicken pink, you bastard! You chose a model, but no face. Oh, Mr. Galagoth. Truly, you have made this the most fun of the videos so far. Alright, so you want to be a male black military 3. That would be... Oh, I actually went down too far. For some reason I thought black would be near the bottom. You look like a pretty serious badass. That's why it's ridiculous that your face is Mr. Goofy. Let's get on with it now. Did you choose a surname and a forename? You chose surname Mr. Forename Galagoth. Oh, buddy. Your wish is my command, but I don't think you're gonna like the results. Mr. Galagoth, I hope you stick around because you have become my favorite character by far. Oh, the Mr. is in all caps, and the Galagoth isn't. Okay, well I'm gonna do exactly what you told me to do. I put a period in for somebody else. I'm not gonna do that this time. I'm gonna leave it because you have very specific spelling requirements, Mr. Galagoth, and I'm gonna make sure that I meet them. Galagoth. All right, Mr. Galagoth. Please don't think I'm making fun of you, but I have... Just the fact that you didn't choose a face has already made you my favorite character, because I get to make you Mr. Goofy! And as I expected... No, wait. You did it right. You are Mr. Galagoth. I thought you were going to be Galagoth, Mr. I don't know how Chinese names work. Everybody knows this better than I do. Gender, male, face, he doesn't care. Birthday, make him 19 at the start. Alright, well, I believe that means that you're not going to get to actually jump in right away, but... You want to be 19? You can be 19. You'll be 1 year younger than everybody else. And abilities, leadership, aptitude, cavalry. There you go. Keeping it simple. I like that. Your leadership is... You see, once again, everybody's getting way better rolls than that one dude did. It's like 10 out of here. Take 10 out of here. Let's take 5 out of here. Let's max out your leadership. Aptitude cavalry. Oh, good. You chose the only thing where you weren't already pretty good, and you've become the Mag Daddy at it. Good for you. Well done. Skill cavalry general. Alright. Wait, it's pike general, spear general, air cavalry general. It's 2 lines long. And traits, cool, polite, cool, whatever. Alright, let's get on with it here. Cool, polite, normal. He's a normal dude who could not be bothered to choose a face. Begin Mr. Goofy! The thing is, I'm going to see that goofy face, and I'm going to assume that it's a historical officer who was mildly retarded and should not be used for anything. And I'm going to completely forget until I notice his name is Mr. Galagoth, of course. He's actually a pretty badass kind of dude. Who polite people to military, maintain long. Okay. Alright, well done. Thank you, Mr. Galagoth, for giving me a chance to have fun choosing your face, and also being a relatively quick and painless officer to create. Who is next? Somebody's comment was removed. You know whose comment was removed. Oh, and they reposted. Did you know who? Did I already put in the character for you? Maybe not. Alright. Branded Elemental. Okay. No, not manual. No, no. Auto male. I assume you. Yeah. Okay. You did choose a gender. Surname branded. What do you do when you're branded? You're on TV. You know who has been actually making some comments on my videos and being a pretty decent kind of subscriber. So I will avoid making fun of the the username. Nothing wrong with the username. Branded Elemental would be a fine username to have on like a forum or something. It doesn't really seem like what you would call a historical Chinese dude. But at the same time, my Chinese dude's going to be called JG, so who am I to say anything? Mr. Galagoth has kind of a cool, like, I'm an ancient barbarian, Mr. Galagoth, except that I'm Scooby Hoop! So, Elemental. Oh, is there no room for you to be Elemental? If I hit the maximum number of spots here, I believe I may have done. Yeah, you're gonna have to be branded Elementa. Or... Yep, you're branded Elementa. Sorry, buddy. Branded Elementa. His birth year is 180. Okay. Your close friend is Zhuge Liang. Oh, what the hell? I didn't mean to do that. Crap. Alright. I was trying to switch over to the next screen, and I made you born way too late to even be in this game. Alright, you're good buddies with Zhuge Liang. Would you like to learn the secrets of Zhuge Liang? You can, for a small fee. Alright, you're good friends with Zhuge Liang. You like Zhuge Liang. Well, he's your close friend. Of course you like him, but okay, whatever. You like Zhuge Liang. You like Sun Shang. Ah, somebody's been playing Dynasty Warriors, folks. I suppose it's possible to like Sun Shang based on the novel and other stuff, but if you've got a great fondness for any of the female characters, the odds are you've been playing Dynasty Warriors, because they really do a hell of a lot more in those games than they do in, like, you know, the novels. The novel. Liu Bei, Ma Chao, and Zhao Yun. Okay, so you're basically a Shu kind of dude, except that you want Shang to be a part of Shu. Well, sorry to break it to you, buddy. I believe in this game she is going to be Wu all the way. There is no way to play the, like, Liu Bei, Sun Shang wedding plotline events. I do not believe they are programmed into this game in any meaningful way. I got on GameFAQs and asked people, it's like, hey, you guys know a way that I can do, you know, oh, I want to take over such and such city of Liu Biao's, and that happened in the plot of the novel, and I think they gave it to him, I don't remember, blah, blah. And basically people came back, it's like, you're fucking retarded, that's not what happened, you've been reading the wrong, well, you're reading the same book we are, ha ha ha. And I'm like, dude, you guys suck. Basically didn't tell me anything useful, except for the fact that I figured out what city I am supposed to take first in my conquest as Shu. But, yeah, I'm just going to have to conquer it. I'm not going to actually be able to recreate the events of the novel in the sense of, damn, it's a really good roll, Branded Elementa. I keep saying that, but I'm really impressed by the random number generator rolls that we're getting. For everybody except Mr. Sirius, they've been really generous. But no, what I was saying before I started like going off on a tangent there, disliked officers, Sun Quan, Cao Cao, Lu Bu. You don't like Sun Quan? Well, Sun Quan, Sun Shang-Zhang's brother. Now, of course, he tried to sell off her lady bits to Liu Bei as part of a trap to destroy Liu Bei. Auctioning off somebody's vagina doesn't seem like a very positive move to me, but, you know. Who am I to judge? I've never been in the position to auction a vagina, so. Alright, sorry folks. Didn't mean to get all weird there. That was what my older sister, when the Bachelorette, or the Bachelor, or it was either the Bachelor or the Bachelorette, one of them or the other was like advertised on TV, and she took to as a joke, referring to it as Vagina Auction, the TV series. And that's kind of what planted the idea in my head. And she doesn't like Lubu. Well, good thing there, Elementa, branded Elementa. You don't have to worry about Lubu. He's dead. Anyway, abilities. Trying to get back on. Like, part of me is trying to think, what was I talking about with that whole game facts and how I'm going to play a scenario? I'm like, no, shut up about that. You can talk about that when we get to the game itself. For right now, you want intelligence with more charisma and politics. Wait, what? Int with more cha and pol than cha war. Okay, you want more charisma than charisma. I believe you know how 00, you're maybe a typo here. Either that or I'm just not reading it correctly. But you want intelligence. You know what? Your stats are fine. You got nothing to complain about. Is there anything in particular you didn't want to be good at? You said you wanted more. War is like the least important thing to you. Alright, well, I'll take a couple things out of... I'll take 10 points out of war. And I'll put 10 points into intelligence, because that seems to be the main thing for you. And that's it. You can't complain about a character like that. Shit. Mr. Serious would kill to have those stats, and he would kill you. He'd probably kill me. Alright. He won't have much of a chance to kill any of us, though, because while he's got an okay war stat, he's completely retarded and will probably end up stabbing himself with a spear by mistake. Aptitude spear. Well, who cares what your aptitude is if your war skill's not that high? You got S's in everything! Look at her! Him. Sorry, I keep thinking about Shang Zheng because of the liked officer Shang Zheng, but damn! Like, every single created character, even with a random number generator doing it, you're all, like, freaking awesome. Heroes of the age. I really should put you guys together. This might be interesting. I would have had to say I was doing this in advance. I could try playing as Shu, but I could throw all the created officers together in one city as, like, a created force. I don't think you can... I don't know if you can create a force and then not control it yourself. I think you can, but I'm not going to do that. But it's an interesting idea, though, now that I think about it. I got some really smoking created officers came out of this random number generator, and I wonder, would they, you know, if I put them in the city I'm thinking of, they could probably take over Ma Chao's territory, put up a good fight against Cao Cao. But they'd be close enough to me. The city I'm thinking of is close enough to me that they'd probably take me out if I wasn't careful, so. Alright, sorry, I'm getting off track. Skilled sorcery, oh, why not? Magical powers, folks. Magical powers. Able to use sorcery. Not as useful as it sounds, but it is a pretty freaking cool ability. Sorcery in this game tends to backfire on you, as you know, Grimmeth was like shooting people with lightning bolts in his LP. I've tried it, and I tried it some in 10. I never really tried it all in this game, so maybe it's a better skill than I realized. But you didn't really pick a personality unless it spilled over into the next. Ah, you did. Okay, it spilled over into the next comment. Okay, traits. Cool. Everybody wants to be Mr. Cool. Never get to fall in love, never get to be cool. Keep on conquering the three kingdoms. Alright, sorry. Important, you care about the Han. Good for you. I like that. I care about the Han in a sort of, you know, 21st century American playing a video game sort of way. Maintain and long, yeah. Model male mill 1. Wow, you had a pretty complete form that you put together there, buddy. You got a model of male military 1. Oh, male military red 1. Green, white, or black. Okay. Face P. Oh, the face and stuff is at the end. Please make me join Shu. I don't actually control that, buddy. At least I don't... Well, I mean, I could put you into Shu, but I kind of... I think I made it clear that I'm not assigning any of these officers to forces, including myself and my sworn brothers. We're all up for grabs. It's down to a matter of luck and how quickly I can take over territories and start recruiting people. That's what's going to determine who joins what force. However... Oh, man, this is a heartbreaker right here. Please make me join Shu. I'm actually related to Zhuge Liang. And sorry for the 2 posts. My comp won't let me post anything over 300 words or something around that. Okay, well, you know what? He's gracious about the 2 posts thing. He's related to Zhuge Liang in the real world, he says. I have a feeling Zhuge Liang is one of those people a lot of Chinese people claim to be related to. Like the Sun family of Wu claim to be related to Sun Tzu, but every account of it I've read, including in just Dynasty Warriors, not even a historical source, just the frickin' video game, always says claimed to be. Never says they are or aren't, always says it claims to be. I don't want to, like, now it could potentially be really insulting to one of my subscribers without meaning to, but I'm like, you know, I don't know. Is Zhuge Liang, it's kind of like the French Resistance. Everybody in France says that their grandfather was in the Resistance. Nobody was actually working with the Nazis. I think a lot of people probably a lot more people think they're related to a famous ancient figure like Zhu Guiyang than possibly really are. I don't know. But yeah, I'm being a dick. There's no reason for me not to take this guy's word for it, but I am not going to make him join Shu. I am not doing nobody is getting to join the force of their choice. Everybody is, it's down to luck. But, you know, you picked a bunch of Zhuge Liang type dudes. Yeah, the odds that you're going to join Shu are very high. And if you don't, hey, Zhuge Jun served Wu. If you're related to Zhuge Liang, then you're kind of related to Zhuge Jun. So I think that's reasonable. If you end up working for Wu because of your fondness for Shang Zhang, then you and Zhuge Jun can be buddies, and you can bemoan the fact that your family had a falling out, which I think historically is accurate. I think that's fair. Okay, I've spent way too much time talking about this. And you're choosing a face. That's what I'm trying to do here. Page 4. I hope you chose a guy with a hat like a Zhuge Liang hat. Page 4, face 5. Wow, that's not what I was expecting at all. You look like super military dude. Is that page 4, face 5? Yes, it is. Okay. Well, you don't look like Zhuge Liang. You don't have, like, the kicking beard and the tall hat, but you could be Zhuge Liang's, like, little nephew who's young and bold and is clean-shaven and, stuff. Alright, keep going. WC3SNFSS? Alright, fine, whatever. What kind of name is that? I kid, of course. That's the guy's Warcraft screen name. I freaking hate Warcraft. I suck at it. Try to play against the computer in like random map. I always get stomped. Okay. He's going to be male. That's what I need to know first. I should have made that clear. To put that first, because I keep having to search for it in people's applications. Face, first choice, 210. Aha! Clever monkey, you gave me 2 choices in case stuff didn't show up. And, well, your first face is available, so it didn't matter. But it bit somebody else in the ass. They should have told me. I was tempted to make them Mr. Goofy, but then somebody came along and said they didn't even care. So that's okay. I will now always think of Pancakes Guy as looking like that. Because that's who this actually is, folks. Pancakes Guy. Surname Pancakes. Ha! He's even playing along with my dumbass name that I came up for him because I couldn't remember his Warcraft screen name. Pancakes Guy. Pancakes Guy and 9-inch Nails, 8 Halos are pretty much competing to be the person who most regularly comments on my non-Three Kingdoms stuff, and are therefore fighting for my affection. So I hope they end up on opposite sides of this and end up having a duel to the death. That would be awesome. Alright, Pancakes Guy. I was kind of hoping that Shady Knights and the Super Mutant Master Dude would show up for this, but neither of them seem to have appeared, so I'm going to have to live with that disappointment, folks. I will do my best to endure. Okay, birth date 166. Alright, you can be like way old if you want to, that's fine. That will make you 35 when the scenario starts, so perhaps you carefully considered how to make yourself your true age at the beginning of the scenario, and perhaps you did not at all. I don't know. Abilities, pole dancing. You want to be a good pole dancer? Okay, I can do that. Your abilities are going to be first pole, then intelligence. Another character with a really frickin' good random roll. If you don't... Usually when people say pole and intelligence, they don't want to be big war dudes. So let's take 10 points out of here, giving you 82. Put them in here, giving you 94. What the hell? Let's take 4 points out of leader. Put them in here. I think I just miscounted something. Oh well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. I'm going to max these out because I can. And yeah, I have a feeling that the stats you didn't give a shit about, you already have way more than you even intended to have, so might as well max out the things you did care about. Because you got a good random roll, folks. Everybody seems to have gotten a good random roll except Mr. Serious. Mr. Serious seems to have just... The computer was like, alright, you're going to get one absolute crap random roll, and I'm giving it to Mr. Serious. Like I said, Mr. Serious, if you end up on my force, I will make sure you are always employed somewhere. It just isn't likely to be on the front line. Alright. Continuing along, because this is taking 3 videos. This is insane how long this is taking me. I should have done this off camera. Okay. Aptitude doesn't matter. Navy, I guess. Doesn't matter. I like the sound of that. That's not what I meant to do at all. But you're actually really good. Yeah, you ended up being good at stuff that you didn't even particularly intend to be good at, it sounds like. What did you pick for your skill? Negotiator. Okay. I don't know what that does, but it sounds like you definitely had it in mind to be a civilian officer. So, like, your really high war stats means you're likely to end up in combat a lot more than you probably intended to. Easier to use debate and diplomacy. Oh, good. This might make you, like, a good, yeah, I have to bear that in mind. Pancakes Guy might have to be my guy that I send out to, well, you don't use diplomacy for much, except you give people money enough times, and it increases their outlook towards you and makes them less likely to attack. I don't know about a lot of other stuff you can do with diplomacy in this game. You can try to convince people to join alliances with you, but that stuff never seems to work for me. Anyway, character voice, and all that good stuff. He wants to be bold like barbecue sauce. He wants to be dignified dude. He wants to care about the Han, even though, as far as I know, Pancakes Guy has no freaking idea what the Han is. I might be completely wrong about that. Court important. Aspirations self. Ooh, he's like selfish, but he cares about the Han. Don't really get how that works. I guess he wants to be like, I want to restore the Han, but I totally want to get all the credit for it too. So, yeah, okay. Never mind, I found a way that makes sense. He's going to go with maintain and long, or at least he didn't suggest anything alternatively to that. And his model, male Civ White 2. Which is actually one of, yeah, the white costume guys actually look pretty cool. And we don't see a whole hell of a lot of them. So, yeah. Wait, no, he wanted white, male Civ White 2, not 1. Aha, I was going to make you a cross-dresser, but you were supposed to be a different kind of cross-dresser. Sorry that I almost messed you up. Alright. Let's keep going. I'm not even going to check and see how much time I've taken so far, because I just want to keep going. Larry Hates You. Almost missed this. Larry Hates You. Okay, he's the guy who's also... Larry, I Hate You, excuse me. He is... It's Larry as in Larry, I as in I, Hate as in Hate, and Chew as in C-H-U. He is doing an LP of this game also. So, I guess I should mention that. You know, it's nice, it's polite. I'm thinking anybody who has the patience to sit through my LP is probably nutty enough to want to sit through 2 LPs, because mine is going to take a while. Oh boy, almost missed this. Blah, 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 blah. He says something about Grimmeth inspiring us all. Well, okay. His name is going to be I Hate You. You're going to be a female. Well, folks, I listened to part of one of his videos. I didn't end up having time to listen to a whole video, sadly. I'll try to make some time later. But just listening to the first few minutes, that's a guy. So you are a guy, and you've got a fantasy about being an Asian woman. So, none of my business, you know. How you want to live your life's up to you. I'm just kidding, of course, folks. It's a role-playing game. You can be whatever the hell you want to be. It's part of the point. Pretty sure it was a male voice. I didn't listen to very much of it. Wow, I could really be offending this person if it is a woman and they just have a voice that came across a little masculine in the couple seconds of it I heard. That would just make me a total douche, wouldn't it? All right. Face, because yes, when you're a woman, the most important thing to set up first is your face. Although he did at least mention his name first. Oh, I remember. Yeah, this guy had a whole clan of people, the Zhen clan, or the I Hate You clan. And his main character was Larry I Hate You, who was like him, but he also had like clan members, and one of the female ones was Ihatchu Zhen. So that's the thing. He's not actually pretending to be a woman, folks. He's pretending that he has a hot Asian daughter, which could be a whole other area of weird, but okay. I'm sorry, I don't mean to be such a dick. Alright, so face, page 7, second female face. Wait, page 7? Page 7, unless I'm very much mistaken, are dudes. Face, page 7, second female face. There's no female face in that. Yeah, I'm not understanding your input here, buddy. I apologize. You might be working off... He did mention, I think I heard something about the PC version, the faces are different. Maybe he's trying to pick from the PC version. Maybe you mean just page 7 of the female faces. Okay, well this would be page 1, page 2, page 3, page 4, page 5, page 6, page 7. Second female face. Back up page 10. I don't understand this at all. Yeah, okay. I don't really understand exactly what it is that he wants here. This doesn't make sense to me. I mean, here he could be picking Hino Ray. I don't mind giving that face to his character and choosing someone else. But, no, this doesn't really make sense. Page 7 is male faces. His backup page is page 10. His backup, he did give me a backup, but the backup is also one of the pages that has male officers on it. So I'm thinking either he's looking at created off, like a different other? No, other doesn't even go up to 10. Historical? Okay, maybe he means historical. I told people they couldn't use historical, but let's see if that at least makes sense. Page 7. Second female face. There are no female faces on this page. So I officially do not understand what it is that you want me to do here. So I'm going to give you the default female face, and apologies, but that's the best I can do. Face page 7, second female face. I'm not getting it. Not getting it. He's got to be working from like the PC version or something. Okay, sorry, spent way too much time on that. Let's keep moving here. Surname. It's Ihatchu Zhen. I think Ihatchu is supposed to be the surname. Guy's planning his own LP of this, so I'm assuming he knows the name. He might be assuming I understand more about the game than I do, and therefore understand his his selections here. Ihatchu. Now it's spelled Ihatchu in this version. I sure hope that's right. Already screwed up your face. Ihatchu Zhen. You know, if Ihatchu Zhen looks totally different from the way that she does in your games, I'm just going to go with she's younger or perhaps older at this point in history, and that she will grow / has grown away from looking the way that she's meant to look. So Ihatchu Zhen, birthday's 160. Considering he didn't really give me a ton of stuff. He kind of left a lot of this up to me, and yet one of the few things that he did give me, specifically the face, I've completely fouled up. This guy's doing his own LP. In a way, we're going to be kind of rivals in that respect, I suppose, and we've gotten things off to a nasty start here when I completely marred the face of his daughter, fictional as she may be. And again, for all I know, he actually has a daughter named Zhen that he wanted to portray in this game. Abilities. War. He wants War to be number 1, Leader to be number 2. Okay, I can handle that. You got a good random roll, though. Your leader is already awesome, so I'm not going to mess with that. Let me take 5 out of each of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Give you 15 more here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 12, 13, 14, 15. Yeah, that's good. That's a good officer. I'm not doing any more. I spent a lot of time on this officer trying to find the frickin' face. Aptitude, bows, and cavalry. I told you to pick one, but I feel bad. Oh, and you already got an S in bows, so I can give you an S in cavalries without feeling like I've cheated anybody else. Skill, White Riders. That's one of the cooler skills. I don't remember exactly what it does, but it's like Gongzung Zhang's skill, and he's a ruler. Rulers, even the ones who weren't very successful, tend to have good skills, because you gotta have at least one person in your army with a good skill, or your host. So what are your odds of winning as the Gonggun clan? Gongzuns, if you don't have something good to work with. White Riders. Horse bows available without research. Ooh, that is a good one, actually. Horse bows, it takes a lot of research to get horse bows. I don't know why. It's basically just people on a horse with bows, but... Okay. Sorry. Taking too long. Should imagine I make it in under the wire here. Oh, that's good. I'm at the end because people are already saying, I hope I make it in time. Yeah, that's it. You didn't really set up a personality, so, unless I just missed it. And I don't think I missed it. So you are going to be bold, normal. You are going to ignore the court. Ooh, that's kind of a strong stance for somebody who couldn't be bothered to pick. But your aspiration's royal. Now I'm curious as to what that means. I've forgotten. Aspires to rule through virtue. Yeah, that's nice. Although it doesn't really fit in with ignoring the court. So I'm going to go ahead and make your court normal. No, what? I'm going to keep it where it was. If you didn't give me a personality, I'm going to go ahead and let the computer choices rule the day. That seems fair. Alright. Closing in on the end of this, folks. This is taking way longer than I expected. Now we have Luige Underface. Luige Underface. I don't know how to pronounce that, and I apologize, because I imagine I'm doing it wrong. But Luige Underface. There is no need to fear. Underface is here. His portrait. He didn't. Well, he picks a portrait eventually, but let's do it in his. Underface Luige. I don't know which of these is supposed to be the first name, which is supposed to be the last name, because I don't recognize either of these as names of, like, people. So I'm going to assume that he wants it to display as Underface Luige, which would mean that his surname would have to be Underface. Wouldn't it? No, I think it has to be Luige and then Underface, yeah. Well, we'll see in a minute. I'll either be wrong or I'll be right. 50-50. Yes, good. It is working exactly as I planned. Wah, soon Luige Underface and I will take over the world, and then, and only then, will he tell me how to pronounce his name. No, not Underfac. The hell kind of name is Underfac? Underfac isn't any kind of name at all. Clearly, it's meant to be, Underface. Underface is a perfectly good name. Underfac is ridiculous. Oh, because you ran out of space. That's why. I was trying to figure out why the hell this won't. Okay, sorry. My bad. Alright, Luige Underfac, your name is now ridiculous. Luige Underface, great name. Luige Underfac, ridiculous. I hope you're happy. Face, page 1, 5th male face. Alright, so you want to be the dude with the bow in his hair. Okay, you can do that. You could be a little yellow turban guy. Back up, page 2, 12th female face. Somebody else is working from a completely different, because they're, yeah, page 2, 12th female face. I don't be having that many faces per page. If you're working from the PC version, I'm sorry, I'm doing the best I can. I had a video where I explained how to choose your face. You may not have watched it because it was about 8 hours long like all my videos are. But, you know, sorry. You're going to be Yellow Turban Dude. If you're very unhappy about that, the good news is the portraits are pretty small and hard to see in the game itself because it's not really a big part of the game. No, I don't want to continue. I've got to finish making Luige Underfac. No, Luige Underfac. Please don't tell me I've lost what I've done with you so far. Good. No, I had not lost it. Okay. Birthday 165. Happy birthday, Lou Boop. Sorry. It's a reference to a web comic that I did a long time ago. Abilities. You want... Your main thing is war, your leader is number 2. Maybe these people all applied for Zhen Ihatchu's because he's using the same format as Zhen Ihatchu. Maybe this is Zhen Ihatchu using a different username to have more than one character. Shame on you if that is the case, but this is exactly the same layout as the Larry Ihatchu one where I couldn't figure out what the hell he wanted for his face. So I have a sneaking suspicion, but I'm not going to make any formal allegations in court without a lawyer present. So, alright, either that, yeah, it's probably just somebody who views his channel and is using the same format he did, asking people to submit applications on his LP. God, ability, war, and then leader. Alright. So you suck at the 2 things you want to be good at, and you're good at the things you don't care about. So let's take 30 out of here and make it 67. We'll put 30 into this and make it 98. Let's take 20 out of each of these. 71 and 72. We'll put 40 into this, which make it 101, actually. I can't really do that, can I? Alright, let's put 1 more into this. 2. No, wait. Alright. I may have messed that up, but, you know, there's no time to discuss it. Let's keep going. You want to be good at Navy. Okay, well, if you end up in my force, you might be handy in taking out Wu. Woo! And, your skill is going to be Chain Reaction. That's a pretty freaking good skill. Is it like Zhuge Liang? Or somebody, like, big time strategist dude has that going for them. I can't remember exactly which one it is. Traits. You actually picked traits, so that's more than I was able to. I wasn't able to find traits for Ihatchu, so perhaps I should back off of that whole "I think you guys are somehow gaming the system" accusations. Many apologies. So you are Mr. Cool. You are reckless but cool. So you're like Easy Rider or some shit like that. Your court is normal. You are royal. You want to maintain a long time. You love you long. No, you want growth. Wait, I don't know what the hell that means. Maintain growth period long. Okay. Ability persistence. Wait, you already have an ability. Your skill is chain reaction. Abilities persistence. Abilities persistence. Long abilities persistence. I can't read. I'm sorry. Okay. Oh god, I'm making a joke out of this whole thing. Alright, so that's it for, I think that's it for, I've got one more because I'm on my comments screen, and somebody went directly to my inbox with this. And now my Internet Explorer has crashed. No, okay, it's just my scroll bar's not working. This is irritating, folks. This is very irritating. So, now I just get to chat away. God, with the 3 videos, all almost 45 minutes getting this thing put together. Oh, goodness gracious. This was not how I intended to spend this much of my time on this LP. If I ever do this again, folks, everybody's being created off camera, and I will do one 15-minute video where I quick show you any character whose stats came out goofy enough to interest me. Oh, I have a new comment that I do not have time to watch because I'm in the middle of recording the video. It is from Grimmeth, but I did not intend to watch. Why do I even see that it's from Grimmeth? I'm trying to look at my messages. Grimmeth, this is all your fault. I am not going to say your name out loud because you have warned me specifically not to say your name in such a way that it makes you sound like a tranny. Yes, and you intend to pronounce my name in your LP. It's Train 9, not Tranexy. I don't know what the heck you're talking about. Train-9? Roman numerals? I don't see an I in train. I don't know. I'm not questioning this guy's username. Usernames are your own business. He has written a little biography for his character. So, like, yeah, this guy's, like, hardcore. He's the last guy to submit an application, but he's the most hardcore application I've got. I'm going to read it real quick. Zhen Hong, because he's playing somebody called Zhen Hong. Zhen Hong was the son of Zhen Qin, a lonesome farmer, early in his 20s. Wow. Okay, now I'm, like, totally making fun of this guy's biography, which makes me a colossal douche. But I'm wondering, like, you know, wait, Zhen Qin was in his early 20s when he was born? Or no, Zhen Hong was in his early 20s when he had Zhen Qin, apparently without the help of a woman, because he was lonesome. Zhang volunteered to Liu Bei's force, fighting the turbans, and later Dong Zhou, whatever. In life, Hong was a person that held secrets, his life, and basically everything to himself. He wasn't that social, didn't drink, each victory or defeat. He sat down the day later, mourned for those that passed, and buried a sword of either an ally or an enemy, showing respect in his own ways. His own sword has named Dust. No one knows why, but many say it's because the blade is a bit thicker at the edges, making its blade not only slice through flesh, but also push more blood and flesh out of the way. Gross. Making a splatter motion of it all. So this guy's like Captain Carnage. I like it. After Liu Bei became prefect, he settled down and only fought to defend his earlier lord. Oh, so he's like hanging around with Liu Bei in the early days and then retired. There are actually people like that, I suppose. Face. Now, his face I don't really have that much thought about since I'm used to playing the PC version of this, yeah. And the face I used there, yeah, so it's like this, yeah, okay, he wants me to pick somebody. It's just kind of, he's leaving it to me to pick somebody who's like cool looking with a bandana. Alright. He chose like all of his skills. I told you guys that I was only going to use the random number generator thing, but if he's talking about the PC version, he may not have known about that video where I explained that, so I will be, you know, cool about it. Alright, so let's make Zhen Hong here. Zhen Hong. So that would need to be Hong Zhen when I put it in here, right? Hope I'm not doing this backwards. Because this guy's, I can tell he's put a lot more thought a lot of thought into his character, so I'd feel like a jerk if I screwed it up here, but no, I'm already screwing it up. It has to be Zhen Hong. The Zhen has to come first, it looks like. Now this video is going to go longer than anything. I should not have stopped to read that bio. But now you guys know a little bit about Zhen Hong, the kind of guy he is, burying swords to honor the dead on both sides. Sounds like somebody who had great skill in battle, but was reluctant to kill the innocent, although once he was in battle, he was cleaving guts out left and right. So, you know, you've learned a little bit about this fictional officer. I think he's been brought to life by that description, and now it'll be very sad if he turns out to, like, be drafted into an obscure force and never show up in the game. Oh, well, I cannot control that, folks. That's part of the randomness that makes this interesting, in theory, at least. And you told me pick somebody with a bandana on their head. Well, there's this guy with a bandana, but that's not really... I don't think he actually intended to even be that guy, but, you know, he's using the computer version, so... Let's see who else has a bandana. Where's the bandana? It's looking all bad. No, I'm using the wrong button. Wrong button. Okay. Be like a ninja dude. Yeah, this guy has a bandana. He looks pretty cool. You're gonna be him. And you're hanging out next to Bobo the Vulture in the you know, portrait screen place thing. Okay. It's pronounced Zhen Hong. I've been saying his name wrong all along. I think Zhen means lady anyway, because I think Zhen Ji is like Lady Ji because they didn't actually know what her name was. So yeah, I've been calling him Lady Hong. Many apologies, guy whose name is not Tranny X. Okay, sorry. Keep on chugling here. I thought you gave me a model, but now I can't find it, so I'm going to back out of here, and I'm going to try to keep this video going. Oh, this is ridiculous. He has a birth year of 165. He wants a lifespan of, he does not want to live 99 years. Well, what do you know? He does not want to live 99 years. He actually has put enough thought into this that he wants to be realistic and live to be 63. Because you know, folks, you're going to be dead at 63. It's a given. But I guess in ancient China it would be pretty unusual for somebody to live a whole hell of a lot longer than that. Close friend is going to be Shamok. Shamok was, I think he was like a non-man warrior who ended up killing Gan Ning. He killed somebody pretty important from Wu during the battles later in the Three Kingdoms era between Wu and Shu. You know, I'm sure that the guy whose name is Train 9, I believe, knows a lot more about it than I do, off the top of my head. Liu Bei Ma Chao, yeah, he wants to be a Shu dude, so that makes sense, because he said as much in his bio, of course. But I am not assigning you to Shu. Nothing personal, but this is the rules. Nobody's getting assigned to any group. You can pick the officers if you want to improve your chances of ending up with a certain group, but it's ultimately there is a certain amount of luck of the draw on this. Ma Chao, good friend of Zhen Hong, but bitter enemy of Vulture Bobo. I really should put Ma Chao in as a disliked officer, but I don't want to decrease his chances of ending up in Shu. Zhu Gei motherfucking Liang. Oh, Bekong, bow down before the intellect of Calming, you bitches. Calming is the man. Dude, I mean, if you read that book, it's like frickin' control the weather and shit. He was awesome. And now apparently, I've never read it, but apparently he actually did write a book that survives to this day about military tactics that's very highly regarded. So, you know, I might be making fun of him because of the over-the-top way he's portrayed in the novel, but he is a pretty serious, pretty badass, respectable kind of dude. Disliked officers, Dong Zhou and Lu Bu. Oh, you're gonna make me do that? They're both dead, but, you know, he took the time to put in a full application. And like I said, I now know that the next time I do this, I've got to make sure that I do not do this on camera. Do off camera. I'm going to put all these guys together, and then I'm going to show them to you and talk about anybody who came out as like really unusual and interesting. Like You know, the guy who had the incredibly bad random number generator roll. I'll talk about them. Now, abilities, leadership. Yeah, you gave me very specific abilities. I'm not going to do what you told me to do. I'm not going to do what you told me to do. Okay, I'm not going to do what you told me to do. Here's random number generator stuff. I'm going to make sure that it matches at least vaguely what you asked for. Your leadership is higher than you wanted. Your war is almost exactly what you wanted. It's actually a little higher. Your intelligence is higher than you wanted because you didn't want to be very smart. Your Paul... You know what? You have only one stat that's not significantly higher than what you asked for. So, if that doesn't satisfy you, I apologize. But I'm sticking with the random numbers. Nobody else got to tweak their stats to that level. So, we're just going to go with it. Growth, precocious. Well, no, where your ability? I want your ability while I'm still on the screen. Where's your ability? Fine, we'll come back to your skill later. Skills with these types of fine, alright, fine. This is a very well thought out application, but because he's working from the PC version, it's not really lining up with what I'm doing very well. That's why I might seem a little bit irritated. He is going to be precocious. His ability persistence will be long, like pretty much everybody else is. He wants to be well. Maybe the rest of this comes later, but he wants to be good. Spears. He wants to be really good with bows and cavalry. You're already good with cavalry. Oh, you're awesome with these. Alright, I told everybody they could pick one thing to be an S. You picked two. One of them was already an S. I don't know whether I should take these down a notch. You know what, forget it. You're just like super general. That's fine. I'll go with that. Where's your skill? Critical ambush. It's a critical beatdown. This is going to be the longest video ever. But this will be it, folks. It's over after this. This is the last guy. Although I thought I was going to go touch up my officer just a little bit. But that was before this went as long as it did. Critical ambush. Critical ambush. Where are you, critical ambush? Critical ambush, if you continue to hide from me, I will never finish this video. Please don't tell me critical ambush is a skill that I haven't unlocked. Oh my god, I showed you guys a video. I went through every single skill. Critical ambush. Oh, thank goodness. Stronger attacks on ambush. Well, ambush, I don't use ambush that much, but hey. Maybe you will be using ambush a lot. Perhaps I will have you in my army and will remember that you're good at ambushes. Character settings. You want to be good? Wait. What? Oh, cool. Okay, I can't read. Voice timid. Wow. Somebody wanted to be timid. Tone humble. I like that. See? Somebody was frank, and somebody else is being humble. I like that. Everybody else is sort of going with all the same stuff, including me. I was going for an answer that a lot of people gave. Court normal. He doesn't really care about the Han all that much, but the people around him do, so he's not going to be a stick in the mud about it. I think that's it. Am I done with you? You chose a model. Male. Wait. Preferred is black civilian. Okay, well, you know, it's not like I'm going to say, okay, if you give me a model, I'm going to give you... If you name a model, I'm going to give you that model. I'm not going to be like, no, you can't be a black civilian. So he wants to be a black civilian. Which type of dress would you like to wear? You're going to wear this dress because fewer people have worn this dress. And I'm sorry to Shady Knights and any other viewers or, you know, people out there who are of African descent who might be watching this, but when they say black civilian, they mean colors. Everybody's got to be Chinese in this. Although they might go around looking for your birth certificate to prove you're not from Kenya if you wear black clothing, because that's just the kind of crazy thing this is. He's not a tranny, folks. He wanted me to make that clear. I think I've done everything I need to do for him. Oh, good grief. Okay, this video's already gone way too long, so I'm going to go in and double-check something. Do I have my sworn brothers in place? Yes, I do. It's automatically happened. I am going to change my portrait to something less goofy. I'm sorry. But since nobody chose this guy, I'm going to take him. So I'm going to be Mr. Badass looking cool, dude. And I'm going to change... You know what? Bobo thought to do this, and it didn't even occur to me. I'm going to give myself a bunch of shoe officers here because I would kind of like to end up in shoe so that I can actually see myself in the game a little bit more. So let me take a minute to give myself a couple of shoe dudes as liked officers. Liu Bei, Guan Yu, where I can find them. Zhang Bei. You know, apologies in advance for how long this has all taken. I really hope I didn't lose all my subscribers by just this thing taking so freaking long to get started. If you watch all 3 of these videos, my hat's off to you. I thank you for your patronage. But, you know, I didn't say that anybody had to watch all of the putting together of the armies videos here. Zhuge Liang should be coming up soon, right? Oh, good grief. And I gotta choose one more, so I'll go with Zhao Yun. If I can find him. Yeah. That's full complement of shoe dudes. And I don't like Cao Cao. Because he's a jerk. And I was gonna change my skill. Transport's okay, but there's gotta be a lot better stuff. And you know what? I figured out what I wanted it to be before, but then I've forgotten. Masterful. TP times 2 on defeating enemy unit. No, that's a good one. Exterminate! 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 Yeah, I'm gonna be a Dalek. That's what I'm gonna be. Oh, good grief. Come on, JG. You don't remember what it is. You just need to get the fuck on with it. Vehemence. No, there was one where, like, you have fewer technical points to, There was a really good domestic one where you could, like, build stuff for half of the, Clear thought? No. Be a really good recruiter, dude. Technique research. Yeah, I'm gonna be a pedagogue, folks. I'm gonna be a pedagogue. That means I don't think for myself. I just quote the old masters, and I quote them at length, and I bore everyone to tears, which seems pretty accurate. Last thing I'm going to do is I'm gonna change my forename. I'm going to change my surname to Mystery, and my given name to JG. You will see why later. I will eventually get around to posting the video where it's kind of vaguely explained why this is happening this way. No, damn it, that's not right. It should be JG Mystery. So this actually has to be Mystery. This video will never end. This video will never end. You have died, and you've gone into a strange purgatory where you are forced to watch me create Romance of the Three Kingdoms characters, folks. There is no other explanation. Okay. I'm JG Mystery. I look like a super cool badass, and I'm good at researching technical stuff. When we come back, folks, the next video, that's it. There's no more stalling. It is over. We've got all of our created officers. It took almost an hour, this third video, and I apologize profusely. But the next video that I post for this LP is going to be just me playing the frickin' game. We are going to start the quest for Shu to take over the world and rebuild the Han and do all of that stuff. I can't tell you. I can't promise it's going to be worth the wait, folks, but I can promise that it should be a little more interesting than this was. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you'll stick with me, and see you next time. And once again, many apologies to Mr. Serious. Everybody except for you has a character that's pretty damn good. You have all sorts of bitching rights, but I hope you'll stick with it, and I hope everyone else will too. See you next time, folks.